There are almost 8 billion people on Earth, each with a necessity for energy. This can include food, electricity, transportation, and more. Fossil fuels are usually how those energy needs are fulfilled, which is extremely harmful to our health, and unfortunately results in climate change to the planet. To begin, a carbon footprint is defined as a calculation of the amount of carbon that is directly or indirectly released into Earth's atmosphere by the actions of a specific entity. In other words, it is a measure of the amount of greenhouse gases, especially CO2, that are emitted due to an individual's daily choices. Ultimately, it can have a huge effect on climate change. If we all make significant changes, a difference can be made. From my carbon footprint results, it was pretty surprising to see that if everyone lived just as I do, we would need 4.2 Earths to support that lifestyle. What I've found though, is that my scores were actually lower than I first believed they would be. My carbon footprint, as CO2 emissions in tons per year, came out to 9.3. The average carbon footprint per person in the United States is around 16 tons, which was even more shocking when looked at in comparison to global scores. Although mine was lower than I expected, there is always more room for improvement. 5 ways that I have decided to try to reduce my carbon footprint is by 1. Changing my diet. According to my carbon footprint results, the area I need to improve on most involves my diet. My diet currently includes a significant amount of meat and dairy. Cattle raising requires a lot of land, and unfortunately, cows produce greenhouse gases, like methane. I can definitely try to make a conscious effort to reduce meat and increase my vegetable consumption, since they have less of a carbon footprint. 2. Additionally, I should start shopping more locally because the transportation of food from other places releases more carbon emissions than foods that are locally grown. 3. Reusing and recycling. I want to reduce my use of plastic and recycle the things that cannot be avoided, such as packaging. It would also be very effective to buy more reusable items and reduce the necessity for replacements, like straws and bottles. For example, something even as minor as using reusable shopping bags. I can also do things such as thrifting for second-hand clothes instead of contributing to the fast fashion industry. 4. Being more energy efficient. I am going to try to do things like use more energy-efficient products, like switching to light bulbs that require less energy, and using less electricity, and turning off lights or appliances more when I'm not using them. Along with this, implementing more smart devices. 5. Using less water. I can take shorter showers, and my family can use the dishwasher more instead of hand washing, and things of that nature. To persuade others to reduce their own carbon footprints, I would tell them that ultimately we all collectively play a part in this problem, and we can do something to change it. Reducing your carbon footprint can significantly affect the state of our environment and even our own health. It can decrease aspects such as rising temperatures, ice melting, severe weather events, and the acidification of the ocean. It also places less stress on the need for plants and animals to adapt faster. I would also emphasize how this situation is dire, because if nothing is done about it, the consequences may be irreversible. Now more than ever, I understand how important it is to educate the people around me about how little adjustments to their daily choices can ultimately improve the Earth as a whole. My hope is that they will also reach out to others they know about how detrimental it is,